Tracy Wabweze. The devil did everything he could to make sure that I don't see the end of this year. In 2022, I was diagnosed of breast cancer. Last year was a battle. I had 2 surgeries last year. After the first mastectomy, there was a recurrence on the same place. So I had another surgery in December. I had radiotherapy in April this year. During the radiotherapy, another tumor grew on the right side. I went for the surgery in July. 3 weeks after, I went for another corrective surgery because there were complications the same July. Then after then, my right arm became so big that I needed someone then to help me to carry the hand. We have come to this church like 2 times. We had come to Glory Dome, and I came into the church with pillow because I would have to place my hand on something because it was so heavy. Now, it has been from one battle to the other. This year alone, that in November, this past month, another tumor grew back again on the same place I had surgery in July. Now, my doctor said that we can't operate on this one because of where it is, and that I will need to start another chemo after I had 11 courses last year. Now, I had the first chemo in October, and I went into admission. I was so down. I was on oxygen. My hand was up. I had a central line. Everything was just, I emaciated so much that you could just see bone. You could see my ribs. Now, I spent 2 weeks in the hospital. I did not stand up from the bed. They had to wear me that sock, something like that. And then my doctor, the consultant came and called my husband one of the days and told him that this may be it, that they have done their best, and that anything he sees from now, he should test it like a man, that they have come to their wits' end, that there's nothing they can do, that the way I am right now, that anything can happen, except God intervene.
But who is it that saith it and it cometh to pass, when the Lord commanded it not?
So my husband said, okay, that's your last sentence, except God intervenes. That's where we're standing on. So my husband came back into the room where I was. When I saw his face in my mind, I said, you people came late. Because we have been on the commanding the day, midnight prayer, or we have been on it since December last year. So I knew that whatever the doctor must have told him, it was not going to stand. So I thank God that I was discharged. The next time the doctor saw me, he was surprised. Even though I'm still going through treatment, but I want to thank God that I could stand here today to give this testimony. Praise the Lord.
So quickly, you just summarized what God did.
Praise the Lord. First Sunday,
Blessing Sunday of December.
Sunday of December, we couldn't come to church because the tumor was dropping water because we used to dress it every day. The surgery had happened at University Teaching Hospital in Gwagwalada. Most times we drive from Kubla to Gwagwalada, but the doctor said we can do it, look for a hospital closer where we can be dressing the wounds. After the surgery, the wounds keep dropping water heavily. So we had to, sometimes twice in a day, we go to change. On that Friday, Sunday, we couldn't go to church. We were at home watching Daddy. After his administration, he started playing the flute. In the course of playing the flute, my wife had an encounter. It was as if Daddy left this place and entered our room and placed that flute on her ears. So she shouted that there was a sound in her ear that did pom, and the pain surged from this side of her ear down to the tumor. She now started shouting and say, honey, come, this thing is paining me seriously. When I came back and asked her what happened, she told me. I started thanking God because I knew that was the encounter we were waiting for. From that very day till eternity. This person you're seeing here, before that day cannot stand. Look at how long we've been standing. She can't stand. She used to have intermittent heat, as in she would just start shivering. Before you know it, she will become normal again. She will start shivering. She can't even eat by herself. I'm the one that feed her. I'm the one that clothe her, the buffer. I'm the one that... But since that day, the water stopped. we now go for that treatment alternate days. What we used to do like twice every day. My wife now is normal. Can you believe that she was supposed to go for chemotherapy in December, second week of December, but she didn't go. If it were to be before, it is not possible, because by now the whole hand would have swollen back, the pains would have returned. But that she is here standing, I told God, I remember I told God on that 31st midnight when we were crossing over to the year that we joined this command the day, command the year, and command the month. I said, God, if you will ever bring us to this altar to testify over my life, over my wife, that I will roll on the floor in this place and thank you, because I know there is God in this altar. On the last Sunday of 30 September, that was when we came here. We lodged at Patmos because we wanted to encounter Daddy, because the situation was out of hand. There was nothing the doctors are telling us. We came here, we lodged at Patmos. We were the first people that worship that came to this church on that last Sunday in September, because we wanted to have an encounter. I lay in front of that place and say, God, if you are really the God that even built this place, visit me. Show me that you are God. And I am